All right, welcome back to another video, everybody. If you've seen the title of this, you've clicked on the video, I'm very excited to show you the Leopardmon deck profile. Now, this might be a little bit different than what you're used to, but bear with me. This deck is really fun, and it's really cool. So, the first thing you are going to be playing in this deck, your eggs. You're going to be playing 4 copies of the new Pikmons from the BT19, but it's special release booster 2.0 set. So Pikmons, when attacking by placing a Digimon with a cross heart or blue fairy trait from your hand under any of your tamers, you draw a card. So necessity for this deck. And I know you're like, why are we playing red? Well, I'll show you the combo in a second. Next, you were playing 3 copies of the BT10 Shoutmon. On play, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You had 1 Digimon card and 1 Tamer card with a Crossheart trait. The rest go to the bottom. On deletion, save. And then your turn, Shoutmon in its name, it gains Rush. So that's your inheritable. That's really useful later on. So just a generic searcher. We're not playing 4 of those just because it's not super relevant. But it's still good to have in the deck. Next, I am playing 4 copies, and I might put this down to 3, but of Shoutmon, Darulumon Cannon. When attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2k for the turn. Then by placing 1 Digimon card with a crosshair trait from this Digimon's Digi-Evolution cards underneath one of your tamers, you delete a 3k or less. You can also Digicross with Shoutmon and Darulumon. Put that down, you play it for 3. These things give you Rush, and then you can swing and go right into it. So this is nice. I may put this down to 3 to make room in the deck. It's kind of a tight squeeze for everything, but we still have 4, and they are all, just so everybody sees, winner cards. Pretty cool. I think they're cool. Next, you're going to play 4 copies of the new BT19, or Special Release Booster 2.0, Shoutmon. On play, this Digimon can go into Omni Shoutmon from under one of your tamers without paying the cost. We don't have Omni Shoutmon, so that doesn't matter. On deletion, though, reveal the top 3 cards. You can play out a tamer card with a crossheart trait among them without paying the cost. Turn the rest to the bottom of the deck, and then you save. So just a nice level 3 base of Shoutmons, because they're going to come in handy in a little bit. So these are nice to just get down, swing with attacking, especially this Darulumon Cannon. That's really important because we are playing 4 copies of Darulumon. This Digimon may Digivolve into a Jaeger Darulumon underneath one of your tamers without paying the cost. That's its on play, on deletion, save, and the inheritables give piercing to crosshearts. We don't really care about that, okay? Next, we are going to be playing 4 copies of the new Special Release Booster 2.5 Ballistamon. Ballistamon on play, you can Digivolve into an Alter Ballistamon underneath one of your tamers without paying the cost, on deletion, save, and then you gain blocker through the inheritable. Next, you are playing 2 copies of the Shooting Starsmon. All turns, when any of your Crossheart Digimon are played until the end of your opponent's turn, give one of your opponent's Digimon security attack -1 and -3k, and on deletion, you may place a Digimon card with a Crossheart or Blue Flare trait from your hand to trash underneath one of your tamers. And then when attacking, if you have a Crossheart trait, -2k to one of your opponent's Digimon. Here's where we're getting into the combo, okay? You are now going to be playing 4 copies of the the Special Release Booster Jaeger Darulumon. It is treated as Darulumon 4 Digicross, so that can also go under the Shoutmons. But on play when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and then until the end of their turn, one of their Digimon can activate when Digivolving effects are unsuspend, and on deletion, and all the level 5s will have this. On deletion, place 1 Digimon card with the Crossheart trait underneath one of your tamers from your hand or trash. This Jaeger Darulumon mixed with this Alter Ballistamon, right here, 4 copies, on play when Digivolving till the end of your opponent's turn. One of your Digimon can't be returned to hand or deck by effects, and also gets plus 3,000 DP. These bad guys go underneath your tamers. When you play these out, you Digivolve into them for free. So you can probably see where I'm going with this, because your level 6s, that's right, you guessed it, we are playing 3 copies of the BT13 Leopardmon. When Digivolving and main, okay, it has a main effect as well, you may play 1 green or Royal Knight trait Digimon from your hand without paying the cost. When it would be played by this, reduce it by 4, okay? Which means this comes out for free, this comes out for free, these Digivolve into these for free, okay? Then, when you would play another Digimon, all of your green Digimon and Royal Knight trait Digimon gain block until the end of the turn. You Digivolve into that, plays out these guys. These guys Digivolve into these from underneath your tamers, then you can go back into this, okay? That's the combo that you have there. It is so fun. It is really fun. And next, you are playing 3 copies of Leopardmon X. Leopardmon X is when digivolving and its main, and it can go over for 1 over a Leopardmon. You might play 1 green Digimon card from your hand with the cost reduced by 4. If the card with the Leopardmon in its name or X antibody is in this Digimon's Digi-Evolution cards, you reduce it by 3 more. Okay, so that's a reduction by 7. In your turn, when any of your Digimon are played, you may return one of your opponent's 5,000 DP or lower Digimon to the hand. For each of your other Digimon, you add 3k to the maximum. So if you Digivolve into this Leopardmon, you play out this, Digivolves into this. You Digivolve this Leopardmon into this Leopardmon X. You can then play out these for free, but you can also play out this for free, a Cherubimon Ace. And on play when Digivolving, you may play 1 green Digimon or yellow Digimon with a level 4 or lower Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost, and then until the end of your opponent's turn, one of their Digimon gets minus 4,000 DP for each of their other Digimon. So this guy plays out this, which goes into this. This guy goes into this, plays out this, which plays out this right here, this or this, and that's minus 1, 2, 3, minus 4 or 12,000 DP. 12,000 DP right there. Alternatively, you can also play 2 copies of Medieval Gallantmon. And when this is played from your hand by suspending 2 Digimon, you reduce it by 4. So that is a total of 4. So this is a play cost of 7. These 2 reduce it by 7 more. This is a free Medieval Gallant. That's a free Medieval Gallant. That's awesome. It's got Alliance Vortex. When Digivolving, you may suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then delete one of your opponent's Digimon to 8,000 DP or lower. For each unsuspended Digimon, you add 3,000, or suspended Digimon, I'm sorry. For each suspended Digimon, you add 3,000 to the DP deletion of this effect. All turns when Digimon are played, you may activate one of this Digimon's when Digivolving effects. So you can combo off so heavily off of these cards. Now, one of the big issues I found with this is Shooting Starsmon. A lot of the times I'll have this in my hand. I can't play it out with my Leopardmons, which kind of stinks. And you need to find these level 4s and have these underneath your tamers to activate this. So like I was saying, I want to replace, I think I'm going to place the Shoutmon Darulomon cannon. I'm starting to use these a lot more. So honestly, I'm thinking about getting rid of the Shooting Starsmons. But you play a lot of level 6s, okay? These are all interchangeable. I would do 3 and 3. And then keeping Cherubimon Ace, it's nice to go wider. These are just kind of better, but you need to be able to suspend things to play these out, okay? And so kind of memory working with this is kind of difficult for the deck. So we'll move on to Tamers. One of the special release booster Taikis, this is just a memory setter. When you would Digicross, you can suspend this Tamer, and you can use any source from your Tamers to Digicross. Next, I'm playing 2 copies of Taiki Kudo from BT10. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 card of the Crossheart trait among them to your hand, and place 1 Digimon card with the Crossheart trait underneath this Tamer. The rest go to the bottom, and then it's the same effect for Digicross, and you suspend the Tamer, you can use sources underneath your Tamers. So I played 2 of those to keep that searching in. Now, these 2 Tamers can fluctuate. I was running 4 copies, now I'm trying 3, because I ended up having so many in my hand and no Darulomons. Akari from BT10. On play, you may play 1 Darulomon from your hand or underneath one of your Tamers without paying its cost. When you play a Digimon the Crossheart trait, you draw 1. So if you don't have these Leopardmons out, you can play this and play one of these Darulomons out from a Tamer or just from your hand. You get a draw, and then hopefully you'll be able to go into a Jaeger Darulomon. But one thing that's really nice about these count as Darulomons. So if you Digicross a Shoutmon and a Darulomon, you can swing. This will place this underneath the Tamer for you, which is nice. Next, I am playing 3 copies of Zenjiro. Zenjiro from BT10. On play, you play Ballistamon from your hand or underneath one of your Tamers. Same as Akari, but just for Ballistamon. And then when a Crossheart Digimon trait is played, you gain a memory. So you can spend that to gain a memory. I'm running 3 and 3. You could do 2 Zenjiro because you really want to focus on these Darulomons, but it's hit or miss there. Next, I am playing 2 copies of Taiki Kiriha Nene. Start of your main phase by placing 1 Digimon card with the Crossheart trait or the Blue Flare trait. From your hand, under this Tamer, you gain a memory, draw 1. These are pretty necessary. It's a really easy way to get your level 5s underneath. Sometimes I find it that I have a little bit of trouble doing that, but these Tamers can make it pretty easy. Next, I am playing 1 copy of Meteor Rock Soul from Special Release Booster 2.5. Main, activate one of the effects. You may play one Crossheart Digimon trait card with 4,000 DP or less from under one of your tamers without paying the cost. This basically just lets you pop out Shoutmon, Droolamon, Ballistamon, and Shoutmon. Other than that, the security effect is the same thing, and the other effect you can suspend to Shout. You're not going to use it. We don't run Shoutmon EX6 in this deck. So, other cards you can put in this deck, I'll pull them out, and I'm going to put one of these in here. I don't have it with me. I was running 2 Meteor Rock Souls, the Ikari. Hero of the Skies. Activate one of the effects below. If you have Cross 5, you in name, you can activate all the effects. We don't run Cross 5, but draw 2 or one of your Crossheart Digimon gains security attack +1 for the turn. So this is a really nice card to put in. The other is Hidden Potential Discovered. I don't have that with me. I actually forgot about it when I was making this deck. I think I might take out one of these Zenjuros or Shooting Starsmon to put that in, because what I've noticed is with this deck, you're basically paying 3 to play out one of these with your Tamers, or Meteor Rock Soul, and then you Digivolve into this, but you don't have enough memory to go from Leopardmon into Leopardmon X. Hidden Potential Discovered allows you to do that, so that's why it's kind of necessary for this deck to function, but this is it. I don't know if it'll be a super competitive deck. I've played it a good amount. It just came out, so I played it on simulators, and it is super, super fun to play. So this is just a nice deck for you to play, and change it a little bit. Figure it out. Figure out the ratios. I took this from a Japanese list, and I changed it relatively heavily. Like they were only playing 2 Zenjuros. They weren't playing these Taikis. No Medieval Gallants. They were playing only 3 and 3. So I changed mine a lot. They were playing 4, 4, 4 here. But do what you guys want. I've play tested to see what works for me, and I've always loved Leopardmon, and it's just, I saw it and I was like, I gotta try it. And now that I've tried it, I'm having a ton of fun with it. Like I said, I have heavily changed it though. There's no Medieval Gallants, no Taiki Kudos that let you search, and I thought this deck was really missing that. And I don't think Meteor Rock Soul's as good as I think it is. It's just a nice, easier way where I can play this Shoutmon out for 3, you know, because a 4 cost for that kind of stinks. But yeah, so this is the deck list. Hope you guys enjoyed, and feel free to give me your feedback. Give me those comments.